Hey lovelies, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. It's called Do They Stalk Your Social Media or Pictures? Because I realize not everyone's on social media, but as I was working through this, the energy of this reading and pre-shuffling out the oracle cards, I just kept getting images of a relationship that ended where this person has moved on with another person. And for some of you here, I feel like it's a friend of yours or someone that you know well, and you're wondering if that person still looks at your social media or thinks about you in a sexual manner, all right? So that's not going to fit everyone, but I definitely feel like that is someone here that is coming to one of these readings. So we're going to go ahead and look at it, and we have three different piles to choose from. We have the white tea light, we have the yellow tea light, and we have the black tea light. So it's pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. In the description box below, I will have the timestamps so you can go directly to your pile. I will also have an extended reading, which will be in the description box below if you'd like to go to my Vimeo channel. And in the extended reading, we're going to continue the reading and find out, why they have been watching you, if they were, what are their intentions, and will they make a move, and then advice from your guides, okay? And we'll be flexible in the extended reading. If one of the piles doesn't look like this person is watching you or they've moved on, then we will talk about what's coming next for you in love, okay? So, and we will be using my dirty little grab bag cards that I created here from, if you guys who have been watching for a while, you remember I used to have things that I would pull out of a bag, and I actually made them into a card deck. Speaking of the dirty little grab bag, I have a couple of announcements. So I'm going to, for a bit of time, I'm going to be stopping the private readings because I want to be able to get you guys more content, and I want to be able to work on some things for you guys too, such as getting these dirty little grab bag cards online so that you can purchase them if you want to, because I know people have expressed interest in that. People have also expressed interest in this deck here, Soul Messages, another deck that I made. And I have a lot of other ideas for decks as well, too. So I want to be able to work on that. And also, I've been feeling the need to do some videos, a couple of videos that a few people gave me ideas on. One of them was to kind of show you guys how I read and how I set the piles up and how I read as a reader, to be transparent with you, and also because I know some people have voiced interest in knowing how I read, how I set things up, how I do my channel. So I'm thinking of offering some comment or some content on that on Vimeo. I'm also seeing the initials T and E and a J here too, JTE or T and E. So somebody here who's watching this with the initials T and E, welcome in. I'm seeing your initials right now. So thank you I'm also seeing a B as well. So for those of you, and if you're wondering how is she seeing this, it's because I'm looking at this candle and these initials are, the way that the light is hitting it is they're popping out at me. So some of you may be wondering, like, how do I get initials, or how do I see certain things? Because sometimes I see words, etc. on the cards, and you might be wondering, well, how do you do that, or how does that work, or what's going on, right? So I thought about doing some videos on that on Vimeo for people that would be interested in, putting them at a price point that people could afford in case you have your own channel, or you just want to know, or you're trying to learn tarot. So that's one project that I want to work on. Another video that I want to do is a video on consuming tarot readings responsibly, because I think it's very important in our community, and I'm going to do a whole video on it. But I just want to say to everyone who's with me and listening this far that, you are your own best, you know yourself better than anyone else, and you are your own best authority. And, tarot readings can be wonderful. They've certainly helped me. I mean, I've watched some readers and that definitely, some of their readings have really just hit me like straight on. And it's like after I listened to that reading, it was further confirmation of what I needed to do. But I already knew what I needed to do inside of me. It was just like a further confirmation, okay? So if you watch a ton of readings and you're letting it impact you emotionally, and when you hear a reading that you don't like, etc., and it like brings down your mood and you're sad for the rest of the day, I just want to kind of warn people against that kind of like emotional manipulation within yourself, okay? Because me as a reader, I definitely don't want to do that to you. My aim is to always provide the truth. And I feel, the truth as I'm reading at the moment in time that I'm reading, okay? And for whenever you find the video. And again, not every message is going to resonate with you because it is a general reading. And frankly, even in a private reading, not every message is going to resonate with you because there is no reader or psychic who is 100% right all the time. And we are human beings and we do have off days. And like I said, your own intuition is actually your best guide. And that's why I like doing pick-a-cards, because it involves the use of your intuition as well to pick a pile, okay? I'm gonna go like much deeper into that topic because I think it's something that this community needs to know and needs to understand, particularly what my philosophy is as a reader too, if you're watching my readings, okay? So, after I got into all that, and I'm on my pulpit today, everybody. If you want to follow me on Instagram, there are details in the description box for how to do that. If you want to follow me on TikTok, I also have details in the description box. I haven't posted to TikTok for a while, and I'm still trying to decide what I want to do with my TikTok account. And I'm also trying to think about, possibly going live on some videos and doing, letting people like do a super chat and answering one-off questions. I've never, for subscribers or for people that watch my channel, I've never done that before. And I have to say I'm not the best technologically. So it'll take a little bit of figuring out on my end, but I do learn quickly. And if any of you have any like cool ideas, as how I can interact with you all more, especially if I'm going to be taking a break from private readings for a while, do let me know, because I want to stay connected with everyone and it's important for me to listen, okay? Because I also want to listen to what's going on with you all, and I love your comments, I love your feedback, and let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So, as I said, we have pile number 1 with the white tea light, pile number 2 with yellow, and pile number 3 with black, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the reading, my darlings. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. And I was gonna do like a more serious reading, and I'm like, I can't, it's a Friday night, right? And I'm feeling fun and sexy. So I wanted to do an 18, and I hope you are too. I wanted to do an 18 plus reading for you guys because I was in that kind of a mood, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, deep breath. Pile number 1, you chose the white tea light. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called, Do They Stalk Your Social Media or Continue to Look at Your Pictures? Because not everyone has social media, right? But we're going to find out if this person is, and there's a couple cards I've already decided out the gate that if I see them, I'm going to know for sure. And a lot of you that even know tarot, you might be thinking, well, maybe it's the Page of Swords or something like that. Yes, I agree with that, but I'm also feeling the Moon, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so I'm feeling some other cards here too that are going to help answer this question. And we will be having an extended reading. If you want to follow me to my Vimeo channel, you can click the link in my description box, and we're going to go deeper into this and have a whole new set of questions that we're going to ask, finding out, if they're going to make a move, what their intentions are, advice from your guides, etc. Okay, and it is an 18 plus reading, so if you're not 18, you know what to do. Click off the reading. We will be using my cards, the dirty little grab bag that I turned into a deck, okay? So we are going to get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, For my beautiful pile number ones that have joined me today, please let me connect with the energy, their energy, and the energy of their person. And I just feel the need to say for some of you in pile number one, the energy of your pets as well. I feel like some of you in pile number one have pets that you really love or pets that you loved in the past. And I'm like, let me connect to your pets as well. Maybe they'll have some wisdom for us, okay? Yeah, so sweet. I'm like, there's a little like dog that's like jump, jump, jump. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it for my pile and number ones. Does this person stalk my pile number one social media or their pictures? Let's take a look. Mother Earth, grounding and support. Okay, I'm gonna get the oracle cards out and then I'll kind of talk about them. We have Diamonds by Rihanna, and this person is saying, you're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. At first sight, I felt the energy of the sun's rays. I saw the light inside your eyes, okay? So all right, pile number one. This person I feel like is viewing you like a goddess or a god. And, you know, we're going to see because situations are more complex than that. But with Mother Earth here, you know, I think this person sees you as like a natural, you know, at what you do, either a natural at what you do or you're a natural beauty. And I think that you are like a diamond in the sky to this person. I think it would be very hard for them not to notice you. Okay. So let's see what else we have. We have semi-sextile, allowing. And I wonder if they think that it's okay that they watch you. I'm seeing the letter V here for sure. And I'm seeing it underlined. So I think some of them may have a question, is it okay? You know, because I feel like they don't want to disrespect you in any way. That's kind of just what I'm getting so far here. Yeah, we have semi-sextile and then we have sextile. So we have a allowing of something and then an opportunity that opens up, all right? And this person's like, yeah, opens up your legs, right? Pile number one, this is 18 plus, right? But I feel like this person is also trying to be respectful of you at the same time. I do feel like this person wants you. I feel like they, you know, want to take you into them and hold you, kiss you and all of that. But it's kind of up to you, pile number one. Like, what are you going to allow? And what's good for you? Because I think this person is admiring you here with Rihanna, Diamonds. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so this person definitely with the Queen of Wands, this person would have a hard time, you know, not noticing you, all right? And I am feeling with Mother Earth here, I'm feeling the need for boundaries a little bit. So I kind of feel like you could be with somebody else, pile number one, or they could be with somebody else, but I kind of feel like this person may think that you have the interest of someone else or that you're with someone else. And I almost feel like this person is like, am I allowed to look at pile number one? I feel like they're kind of asking for permission. And if given the opportunity, they would come and gobble you up, pile number one. They're like, I'm here, you know, gobble it. What's that song? You're like, it's like girl swallow it and I'm gonna gobble it. It's a song on TikTok that I keep hearing. But anyway, it looks like, you know, she's on her knees here and giving some head and it's like, hey, gobble it, right? But I think that this person, like if you gave them out the opportunity, I think that they would be totally fucking open, all right? And they hope that you're open too. I mean, I think this person really thinks about, you know, what you got going on between your legs, pile number one. And I feel like I'm laughing a lot, and I normally don't do that because I'm very straightforward about sexual matters, but I feel like this person's a little more like, can I do that? Is it okay if I do that? Is kind of what I'm feeling here. Yeah, we have Ace of Pentacles. So they're like, will you allow me into your world? Will you allow me just to rest in between your thighs and fiddle with your, you know what, right? Like fiddle with your G-spot. They're like, I'm going to play you like an instrument, right? So yeah, and we definitely see somebody on their knees here, and you can see their pussy or their dick from behind. So I think this person really wants to see what you look like from behind, and like with your hair back, or in a braid, or tied behind you, etc. Yeah, and I think, yeah, you guys, this person really, they're like, if I had the opportunity, sextile plus Ace of Pentacles, like this person's like, I feel like they almost feel like you wouldn't give them the time of day, or you wouldn't really look at them, all right? And I do feel like they have respect for you with Mother Earth here. I feel like they still want you. Yeah, we have Strength here. So they're like, let me know, tell me, baby girl, because I need to know, right? So, and I think some of them are trying to work up enough nerve. I feel like they are watching you from a distance here with the Queen of Wands. It's like they couldn't miss you if they tried. And we could have Earth and Fire here. We could have some Leos here with the Queen of Wands, or some Aries. But with some Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like this person would love it if you would kind of, take control of the situation and tell them it was okay. I think they have a fantasy of you showing up and like, kind of dominating them, and also just telling them like, hey, or even a fantasy of getting caught. I feel like for some of them, they have a fantasy of getting caught by you, and then you being like, how dare you, in that kind of a way here. And I said, if I saw this card when I was premeditating, when I was doing like a premeditation on this person, talk about premeditated. This person, I told myself if I saw this card come up in one of these piles, I was going to be like, oh, fuck yeah, this person is watching. Okay, this is the Page of Cups in the Tarot of Sexual Magic, but this person is trying to write messages and trying to figure out what to do. And they're getting super frustrated because they want you. And they're like, what do I have to do here, to... And they could see you like with someone else, or they may think that you may possibly be with someone else, and they're not quite sure exactly how they would really approach you, but they think they're looking for an opportunity. It's like, I think they're just having a hard time knowing how to kind of, without a little encouragement from you, pile number one, like how to kind of move forward. But I definitely think they definitely spy on your social media. They think about the words that they could say to you. I feel like right now they're kind of a spectator with the Queen of Wands here, watching you and looking for that opportunity, right? But there is no way in hell that this person isn't noticing you, pile number, like they are for sure. They are definitely noticing you, pile number one. Crown chakra. Okay, yeah. So with this card, this is from my deck, Soul Messages, and one of the messages on here is remove outside influences, okay? And it's about connecting with your guides or connecting with heaven directly. But in the case of this reading, it's about being able to connect directly with you and removing any outside influences, okay? So I feel like this person is wanting to get closer to you. I think it's just a little bit hard for them. I'm seeing the letter T here and P, T and P as well. Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then from my deck, we have Bring Me to the Brink of Ecstasy, all right? And I think that this person, look at how she's spying, right? She's like, I spy with my little eye, right? And I think that if you keep working it like you do, pile number one, you're bound to give this person a straight up heart attack or you're going to cause them to collapse, all right? I feel like this person's like, Jesus Christ, pile number one. And you guys may not even know, right? You might just Mother Earth here. You guys might just think that this person's a friend or that they're a nice person, or I don't think you even realize kind of how much they're into you at times. We have growth and harmony here. So this person with the sunflower, definitely feeling that Leo energy. Okay, this person's like, if you would allow me in, I would fucking jump on it. All right, jump on it. Yeah. Okay, we have full moon in Aquarius here, so we could have Aquariuses as well. And some of you may be a little bit awkward, you know, at times. Like with the Queen of Wands, it's like people do notice you, but I feel like sometimes you guys may be a little bit awkward if people like overly notice you. With the Mother Earth card here, I feel like, you know, you're a very grounded person. You could also be like a very humble person, a kind person, someone who like shows up for other people. But you know, they're like, I want to see the real you. Okay. So we have full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. And we are coming up on Aquarius season here. Capricorn season is almost over. Yeah, so, you know, I think that this person is wanting to see the real you. They're wanting to see, you know, they can see that you're like, you're very lovely, you're very charming, and they do notice you, right? But I think they're wanting to see even more of you. They're wanting to see your body, your mind, your spirit, pile number one. Okay, and yeah, with the crown chakra and the Queen of Wands, I feel like you really make this person feel energized, and you make them very curious as well, feeling Gemini energy here too, okay? So let's go ahead and see, does this person, do they stalk pile number one social media? Do they stalk pile number one social media? King of Swords, hell yeah, they do. And I think that you tantalize them to the point where they get real crabby about it. This King of Swords to me always looks a little bit like, you know, like he's like, oh my God, like losing his patience, you know? I think this person's like, Jesus Christ, pile number one, could you slow it down a little bit? You're gonna break my mind, okay? This person's like, and I think that they're trying to strategize on a way to talk to you or reach out to you, but they're just not quite sure yet. So they really want to talk, but I feel like you really got them in like lurking energy, okay? Pile number one. Let's see, do they stalk you? All right. Yeah, I said if the moon came out, to me that was going to be a big sign as well, that this person, yeah. I just think they don't know what's exactly going on with you, but I think your social media or your pictures make it look like you're really happy, like you're really enjoying life, like Six of Wands, like everything's cool. And this person isn't quite sure how to kind of infiltrate that. And, you know, and I think they wonder about the things that may worry you. I feel like they want to know you on a deeper level. And I feel like for you, pile number one, you do project a successful, if not mysterious, but successful image online. And I think that they want to know more of what things frustrate you or upset you. And I do feel like there are things that frustrate or upset you, pile number one. And I think some of you are sexually frustrated with the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups. And I also think some of you are working on creative projects, or you're working on different things and you're irritated because some of them feel like they're a little bit at a standstill, right? Even though I feel like you've had much success, pile number one, and that you portray that, I do feel like you want to start something new in your life, whether it be a project or a sexual relationship, but things have been feeling kind of stagnant, all right? And yeah, and I definitely think with the Two of Cups here, you're interested in just getting to know people that may be similar to you, that you can talk to, that you could confide in here. And I do think that this person wants to approach you, but they're hesitant here with the Knight of Pentacles. They're not quite sure how to approach, and so they hang back. But there's a lot of sexual interest there, okay? And this person could think that you're with someone else, or think like pile number one, there's no way they could be single, or there is still someone in your life, pile number one, that is around you, that, but this person, they've never given up on you though. With the Knight of Pentacles, I don't think this person's ever really given up on you. It's just that they haven't really made it look like it, okay? Like that they want you, etc. Because I think they've been hanging back because they just kind of weren't sure how to approach. I think they want to know what's really going on with you. And like, are you happy and fulfilled sexually, okay? Because they're like, if you're not, I would be happy to do that for you. Wow, pile number one. Let's go ahead and see. So why, let's go ahead and see, like, why are they watching? Why is this person watching pile number 1 on social media? Why, Spirit? Why are they watching? Okay, 8 of Cups, because they're not happy in the relationship that they're in, or they're not happy with their life currently, and they want to move or change, okay? And I think some of them feel a little bit trapped, and I think some of them feel like the fantasy is dead in their life, right? And that they're not having any fun anymore. And, and I feel like they really are on the edge of their seat wanting to talk to you or make things happen, but they're confused as to how they will go about it, all right? And whatever it is, that if they're in a current situation, I feel like they really want to be done with that too. Let's see. Why are they watching pile number 1 here? 10 of Wands, yeah, because the day-to-day shit that they've been dealing with has just been overwhelming to them. And, and these two figures are both kind of hunched over and trying to move forward, but having a difficult time for different reasons. One is because of all the work that's involved in it and all the effort it's going to take. And the other one is because of the emotional reasons behind it. Okay, so I definitely think this person is looking for some relief from some of the shit that they've been going through. And I think they want to have I'm feeling the energy of like escapism too. Like they really, because this is Saturn in Pisces and Saturn in Sagittarius. So they're feeling very heavy energies right now. And I think they are very, very intrigued by you with this King of Swords here. Let's see, why are they watching pile number 1? I told myself if the Knight of Swords came up, they are definitely watching you. So basically all the cards I mentioned about whether they were watching you, they all came up. So no doubt this person is watching you. All right. And I think they want to move this situation forward. But I think that there's some grievances and some irritants in their environment that are kind of coming at them pretty strongly and pretty quickly, that are not really letting up on them, okay? I think this person may be kind of dealing with some difficult energies or dealing with someone who's pissed off or upset with them, okay? Let's see what else here. Let's see what else here, Spirit. Let's see what else. Why are they watching pile number 1? 9 of Cups. They think they're going to be a lot happier with you, or they think that they would have a much better time with you than dealing with someone who completely either puts them down, makes them do all the work, always has a bitter ass mouth, treats them like crap, right? Puts everything onto them. I think they want some relief from that. I think they want to have some fun with you, okay? 9 of Cups and bring me to the brink of ecstasy. I think some of them are looking they're looking for an escape, okay? 5 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So they are, what they're going to realize is that whatever connection or whatever situation still remains in their life is pretty much over. And, and with this, they may not really be wanting to face that ending or face the truth of it, but they're going to have to, okay? They're going to have to. They can't always just stay like in fantasy land looking at your picture, pile number 1. Okay, so they're going to have to, speak up, right? If they want and make a move, right? They're going to have to speak up and make a move towards their own happiness if they want to be free, okay? So let's see, 18 plus reading for pile number 1. Let's see, what is this person, what do they sexually fantasize about pile number 1, or what are they looking at when they see pile number 1's picture? Let's see, turned up. They're like, you're living the fucking life, right? 6 of Wands. You're looking good. You look like a winner, baby. You're looking fucking good. They're like, pile number 1 is turned up, okay? They're like, damn. And I think you really intrigue this person. They're like, what is going on, right? And they're like, are you a superstar, pile number 1? They're like, and you may be like, no, I'm not, but this person's like, pile number 1, just turn the volume up on my life here, okay? So let's see, what are they like? we have baby, I like it raw, okay? So this person, like I saw earlier in the Tarot of Sexual Magic, this person's trying to see what's between your legs and get in there and look at it and stare at it while they fuck you from behind is what I feel, pile number one. I'm sorry to say, but that's what I'm feeling. Psychic link. Yeah, this person already, we have the moon and the King of Swords. So this person already knows how you feel. I think they know that you maybe have been a bit bored sexually, or there's certain areas of your life that you want change, that you want to find your power again and find change in again, even though it may look like you're all chill and you're all good. And I think this person is trying, you know, they're trying to bang you on the kitchen floor, Ace of Wands. Okay, they're trying to say, like, even though they just are looking at your pictures or social media, this person still feels like they have a psychic link with you. It's like they feel that they can hear your thoughts. They may be looking at your picture and trying to like read your face too. They say, I love you, but I can't say it. Yeah, they're having a hard time getting it out. They're having a hard time working through their feelings, but they're like, hey, you know, I love pile number one. Let's see, what else are they into here? Rim jobs? Okay, yeah, definitely from behind. I feel like this is a I'll lick you from behind or eat you out from behind. 444 on my clock right now. Lucky you, pile number one. You're in the power hour. You're in the emperor hour with me here with the rim jobs, okay? Worship the divine feminine. Like I said, I do feel like this person with Mother Earth coming through is the first card. I do feel like this person is like, I would treat you so good. I would treat you so fine. And yeah, here's what they're saying is one or both of you are fucking someone else for sure, or they think that you're getting fucked by someone else, or they currently have another partner, but somebody here is definitely fucking someone else for sure. And I feel like, you know, they're trying to get away. If it's this person, they're trying to get away from it. All right, let's go ahead, let's see, what else is this person? What else is this person? A Gemini is trying to fuck. Okay, so I mentioned a Gemini. Maybe it's a Gemini that's, maybe it's a Gemini that loves you, that can't say it. But with communication, because Gemini is a sign about communication, right? So it's like, again, I love you, but I can't say it, and I want to fuck, right? Bad kisser, right? Well, after you give someone a rim job, literally anyone would be a bad kisser. Right, pile number one? I mean, it's not their fault. Wash your mouth, right? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God, the shit I come up with. Toys, all right? So this person's like, let's have fun together, whatever you want. Yeah, definitely sit on my face, all right? So this person's like, sit on my face. And pregnancy fetish is on the bottom of the deck with baby, I like it raw. So, you know, I feel like that's that's for somebody out there too. All right, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. We are going to take it to the extended reading next, where we are going to look at what their intention is. Will they make a move? And then advice from your guides, okay? So we are going to go ahead and get into it on the extended reading even more. So click my description box to go to Vimeo to hit up the extended reading, my beauties. And thank you so much for coming to your reading. Do like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment because I love your comments. And we'll see you again soon, pile number one. Okay, let's get into it. Pile number two. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Pile number two. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light and the This May Hurt tarot. Okay, I haven't read with this deck for a while. It's been a minute. I'm excited to read with it. And our reading today is called, Do They Stalk Your Social Media or Pictures? Because not everyone has social media, but we're going to find out. Is this person looking at your social media? And we're going to look at the dirty little grab bag here too to see what this person is into sexually, or what they're wanting or liking, what they have to say. It is an 18 plus reading, so click off if you're not 18. And also, for those of you that want to follow me to the extended reading, we are going to go into what's their intention, Will they make a move? And advice from your guides, okay? So we're just gonna go deeper into the energy of pile number 2. So let's take a deep breath. Spirits, angels, and guides, please help me connect to the energy of pile number 2. You guys, I feel so calm and lightheaded. You know what happens when I feel lightheaded? It's the 420 pile. Anyway, wow. Or it could just be my meditators, my people that like to meditate. I really feel like I'm in my upper chakras here in your guys' reading. All right, maybe some of you need to ground yourself a little bit. I'm actually a little bit dizzy, pile number 2. So let's go ahead and get into it. If any of you are dealing with kind of dizziness or uneasiness, definitely ground yourself. And we're going to go ahead and start your reading for my beautiful pile number 2s. Did they stalk your social media or pictures? We have duality, all right? Balance is needed, yin and yang. So, they may be wondering this too. They may be wondering the same about you, pile number 2. And you're pile number 2, and you're in the duality here. So I do think this is someone that you could have been in a connection with before, a former friend, a former lover. I feel like this is someone whose energy you've interacted with before, definitely feeling that flow. And we have balance is needed here. So we could be dealing with Libra or Scorpio energy, also feeling Sagittarian energy in this pile. I love this teal blue color here. If any of you bought a shirt recently or anything that was like this kind of teal blue color, take the reading times 1,000, or if you had your nails that color, or it's just a really nice teal blue, and I am drawn to that. And I think colors could be soothing for some of you in this pile. But I definitely feel the need to kind of self-soothe right now in your guys' reading. Like, I'm calm, I do feel balanced, but I think it's taken a little work to get there. Let's see, what do we have? Okay, yeah, so this is a connection that existed before. And I do think it was, at one point, a very tight match, okay? And your song is called Ancient Names by Lord Huron. And this song, okay, this is a powerful one, pile number 2. I do feel like this is someone that either you thought you were going to be very connected to them, or this is someone that you were kind of deeply connected to in the past. It says, far out past the astral plane, I cast you back from where you came. Cosmic ache and a blackened brain call you by your ancient names. I've got to get away from here, okay? Ancient Names by Lord Huron. And so, they're talking about the astral plane. I mean, this is somebody that you could have had a spiritual connection with, or both of you could have been, spiritual together here. Yin and yang, we see here the duality, but, I definitely feel like this is a cosmic ache. This is when you two separated. I feel like this is a cosmic ache. And they're saying, I'm calling you by your ancient name. So some of you, like, your name in this lifetime isn't even your actual name. Like, you actually have a different, more ancient name. Yeah, so I definitely feel like I am feeling this connection in my heart chakra, pile number 2. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, we have Gemini here. We have the twins. And this could be somebody that, and I am very careful with that word, twin flame or soulmate, because I do not think it's an excuse for shitty behavior. But I do think, we have the butterfly here, so we could definitely be dealing with some Scorpios, because whenever I think of Scorpio energy, I think of butterflies. It's very much about transformation and change. And I do feel like you guys kind of grew apart, and I do feel like there was such a closeness between you two. And I feel like you really mirrored each other in many ways. Could have looked the same, talked the same, even looked like you were long lost brothers and sisters, or sister and brother, or sister, brother, depending on, what you're into. But I definitely think that this connection was very promising at one point. And I think it's been kind of filed in the halls of history now. I do think it's been kind of, updated in the Akashic records. But I think in this lifetime, both of you were really moved to change and evolve even from this connection. Now, this is an 18 plus reading, so we are going to get into it. But I'm sorry, I just have to read the energy that's there. And, and I do think that this could have been a very fun, flirty connection where there was a lot of mental activity and a lot of natural, we could have a Gemini Libra connection here. There was a lot of, natural flow in this connection, right? But I do think that, you both changed, because I'm drawn to her, blue teal wings, and I'm drawn to his black and white, wings. And I think if you were a feminine with a masculine, I definitely think the masculine had, some issues to deal with here. All right. But let's go ahead and get into it. We have square and we have challenge, creating tension, sound the alarm. It motivates, it adds pressure. It can be frustrating. It can hurt. All right. I do feel like this is someone you could have lived with, or someone that you really crossed swords with at one point, like someone that you thought that you guys were going to be together here, but then, words were said or shit happened, or it just didn't work. Like your guides at one point were both like this, to both of you here. Okay. And yeah, we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is one of those cards in a do they stalk your social media that is going to be like, yeah, they do. Okay. And, and I think that this person, they may have like a hairy chest. They may have a very girthy, okay, for some of you, like, you're going to be like, well, I'm not even into men. So skip this part if you're not. I definitely think that there could be some androgynous girl-on-girl connections here too with this Gemini energy. But what I'm describing now is a guy who has kind of a hairy chest and a very girthy dick. Okay, I just have to be honest with what I'm seeing here. And, and I think that this person could have tried to move on from this connection. All right, pile number 2. And I do think that you were trying to bring them back. And I think that you shed some tears over this. And, I think that you were ready to, commit your energy to this, but this person is really the one that was kind of challenging it or shaking it off. Okay. Something that started as but with the Page of Swords here, to answer your question, pile number 2, yes, I do feel like they still watch you. I still do think that they keep ties on you psychically. But I think they may be trying to move on here. Okay. Yeah. We have 5 of Pentacles, and you see the guy here, or the girl, it's very androgynous. You can't really tell. Looking at a book, and to me it almost looks like he or she is looking at an album of pictures. So I do think this person does go back and look at things from when you were together, but I think it makes them feel like shit. Okay. And I do think that they know that they can't really reach out to you, or if they tried, I feel like they feel that they would be unsuccessful probably, or challenged if they did try to reach out. But I do think that this person still, Queen of Swords, no wonder. Yeah, I think that this person feels that you've grown icy to them. You actually have grown icy towards one another is what I feel, all right? And prickly pear over here, And I think that, severing this connection was very painful for this person with you. And I still feel that they feel your energy attached to them, but I do think that they know. I think this person understands that they may have crossed a line with you, or you with them, depending on how it resonates here. But there is definitely a boundary here with the Queen of Swords. So they might even be a little bit afraid to reach out. Yeah, but you guys shared some fucking nights, didn't you, pile number 2? Like, with the Knight of Swords here, this is another card that indicates to me that this person still thinks about your sexual connection as well. And I think that you two were uniquely suited to each other sexually. And if other people ever saw or heard about what you two did sexually, they would be like, holy shit, we want to watch that, right? What are both of you could have been voyeurs, or you guys could have told people about your sex life and they were like, what? You did what? You know, or wow, give me the tea. Like, that's fucking crazy, you know? Yeah. And I feel like you guys could be like show offs sexually a little bit. I mean, even if you were more private in your life, I feel like sexually with one another, you were kind of like show offs. I do think that, you know, for some of you, you may have thought, I'll never find someone as hot as this person was, right? I mean, scorchingly fucking hot for some of you here with the Knight of Swords, all right? But this person could have had a really challenging disposition at times, wanting things their way, okay? But this person met their match because they're coming through as the Knight of Swords and you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. So, you know, they've been out-iced by you, pile number 2. All right, yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. So definitely, we have 2 knights here. We have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. And I feel like this person really was into you. This is from my deck, Soul Messages, digging on you, wanting to impress you at first, right? I think this person was super into it. Okay, and yeah, and then we have the World card. So there were some important lessons learned in this connection. And for some of you in pile number 2, you may be like, well, I don't even think that this person feels this way because they're the one that pushed me away, right? They acted like they wanted me and then they were the one that pushed me away, right? And now you're in, you know, now you're like, I can't go back to that, right? But I think it's important for you to know, pile number 2, that this person does watch your social media, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, okay? Or they do look at pictures. I feel like this is someone who could be going through pictures on their phone or an album, etc., looking at pictures. And I do feel like for some of you, you may have come to this reading asking about someone from your past, deep past, okay? And because I feel like for some of you, this happened when you were younger too, right? And then you grew apart and you changed. And this person, I feel, knows that they would never really be able to get to you again. This is getting very specific. So if this doesn't resonate, you know, it doesn't mean the whole reading doesn't resonate. It just means I'm picking up on somebody's story right now, okay? And by the things that my guides are showing me. Now, there was a lot of important lessons learned here. And I do think that there was some lessons here learned about trust and self-sufficiency, okay, with the 5 of Pentacles and the World card. You know, and I think you both were taught some very important lessons here, like something that started off like so fucking romantic and so fucking sexy, romantic. This person could have had a really great smile, all right, and a really great temperament when you met them and they were really into you, but then they turned kind of cold and selfish is what I feel. And, you know, they had to learn an important lesson in this connection, pile number 2. Yeah, and under the Queen of Swords, we have healthy space and alone time. So it has been very important for you. Maybe some of you even look like the girl on here, but I think it's been very important for you guys to gain distance from this. And I feel like, you know, it was a karmic cycle that you wrapped up. I also think that they're trying to gain distance from it because it was painful for them. And I think you both are trying to gain distance from it. But this was something, you know, that hit you both hard. We have new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe, okay? And I mentioned trust, right? And the trust that, you know, there's going to be a new day. There's going to be new emotions. There's going to be, you know, a reason to get out of bed again. There's going to be a better day, a brighter day ahead, and that it will be safe for you to love again. Pile number 2 is what I want to tell you. Okay, now we are going to get into the 18 plus portion here, but I'm sorry. I just have to, I have to go where the reading takes me, okay? So are they watching? Is this person watching pile number 2's social media? Are they watching pile number 2's social media? Temperance, they're like an addict trying to get off the sauce of you, okay? And I think they're trying not to as much. I think they want to know. I feel like they still worry like about you and they want to know that you're safe and okay here. And I am seeing the letter I and M and C, okay? I, M, C. But, you know, I think that this person is, trying to say, like, they want to, if they do see your social media, I think they're wanting to check and make sure that you're okay or that you're safe. I do think they're trying to limit themselves from looking too much with Temperance, because they know it can't be good for them. It can't be healthy, okay? Is this person watching pile number 2, social media? Judgment, I think they do, but I think it's also painful for them because they see what they lost, right? And this person may have been, trying to balance their head and their heart. I think it was a very rough decision for you two to part, or for you two to leave one another. And I think it caused a lot of, 5 of Wands, and I think it caused a lot of conflict. And I think that this person couldn't believe what was happening at first, but how does the energy go from being so like yin and yang and fitting so well together to being like this huge wake-up call and kind of devolving into nastiness, okay? And I think they think about that sometimes. I do think this person kind of wonders if you're okay or how you or your family are doing too here for some of you. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I mean, 8 of Swords, I really don't feel that they're not in a place to contact you, is what I feel with the 5 of Wands and 8 of Swords here. And they may be afraid that it will really sting and hurt if they contact you again. Pile number 2 is kind of what I'm getting here. We have 6 of Wands. So I do think they're trying to kind of restore their life, and they may be trying to make it look like they're good and they're okay on their own social media, and they're just going about their day and they're just fucking cool and they're fine, But I'm here to tell you that they're not. Pile number 2. All right. They're not cool and okay. I think this person is still stuck on what happened here, all right? But they're trying, with Temperance here, they're trying to move on. They're trying to look like they're doing okay, but I feel like they're not exactly doing that great either, like underneath it all right? Let's see. Let's go ahead and see. Why are they watching you? So we have Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. I feel it's the Star and Justice. I feel like some of them are wondering if you're happier without them and what you've been doing with yourself, your time and your energy, if you're open to relationships. I do think some of you could be like with the Star and Justice. I do feel like some of you could be in the public eye in a way here. And I think some of you have been getting recognized with the Star and Justice for some of the things that you've been doing. And I do think that they feel like you've taken the opportunity, right? And I think some of them wonder if you know what you're doing too. Like I feel some of them are like, hey, is pile number 2, do they know what they're doing? Do they know, right? But the joke's on them. Like, you do know what you're doing, pile number 2. You do know with the Star and Justice here, you're healing, and you're being a beautiful version of yourself, okay? And I think this person can see. I think they just like to check on you and see how it's going. But they also know you're not one to be fucked with Justice here, okay? That if they do try to approach you, you're gonna make them, you're not gonna be easy to approach, all right? You're gonna have some standards and some fucking conclusions about all of this. And I think that they know that you spent this time wisely, Ace of Pentacles, and they may think that you've been trying to review your options and see what you wanna do next, all right? And, but I think you're looking good, baby, pile number 2, and let's see, why else are they watching you? Why else are they watching you? 7 of Cups. I mean, I think they're like wondering what you're up to. I think they're curious. I think they're wondering what you're up to. And I think some of them think that you're going to be making a big decision soon, or you're going to be making a move. Some of you may actually be contemplating taking a new job in another area, or making a move, or having a decision about something. And I think they're kind of curious. Yeah, we have the 6 of Pentacles. This is like, kind of like in this deck, it represents kind of like a businessman or businesswoman. I think they're kind of wondering what you're doing with your life and what your opportunities are and what you've decided to do. I think they're just, I mean, this person still, I feel, feels curious about you, pile number 2. Okay. Okay, is there anything here that pile number 2? So I just want to ask this. Should pile number two focus on new love here? Should pile number 2, yes, King of Wands, okay? And that's what, we have 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this situation sucked, and I feel you on that, pile number 2. But Spirit is saying, yes, there is somebody new, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody who owns their own company, somebody who's a risk taker, somebody who's more forward with how they're feeling, not holding things inside, all right? And somebody who's going to light your fire. Come on, baby, light my fire, right? I feel like somebody new is coming in for you, pile number 2. And on your extended reading, we're going to focus on that, like who's coming in for you next, what their intention is going to be, advice from your guides, if you're going to hear from this person again. Okay, but for right now, I want to see, what is pile number 2's person? What are they missing sexually about pile number 2 here? What are they licking? Okay, so this person liked licking you, maybe going down on you. This is the oral pile and the 420 pile. As we know, they're saying, I don't want to wait. So this person's feeling, you know, I think you guys probably, you know, got into this connection pretty quickly. And I think the sexual chemistry was very strong between you guys with that yin and yang energy. Like you fit together really well. Yeah, they miss, like some of you are experts at riding people. They're like, ride me. I don't think anyone will ever ride them the way that you did, pile number 2. They're looking for a unicorn, okay? So I feel like this person is trying to look for someone that's as unique as you sexually, or someone that they have a connection with, right? And they could be being a little bit promiscuous with this right now, with this I don't want to wait, looking for a unicorn, trying to just kind of, you know, expose themselves to a lot of people to see if they can find someone like you. But I don't think it's that easy, all right? And I don't think it's that easy to find someone like you. We have expensive gifts, so some of them are thinking about, you know, what would it take to kind of get back in your good graces. We have a Cancer has plans for your ass. Well, we saw a Cancer here too. You and your loved ones are safe. So this person's like, I got plans for your ass, all right? They really loved it when you rode them. We have crushing hard, okay? So I think, again, I don't want to wait, crushing hard. I think that this connection was really, really all-encompassing when it happened, all right? And I think it came on really quick. And I don't think they're finding that with other people. We have trouble finding the G-spot. So I don't think, some of you may have a name that starts with G. They're having trouble finding the G-spot. They're having trouble finding someone that has your G-spot, that has the G-spot that you have, pile number 2. Woohoo, let's go ahead and see. We have butt stuff, okay? So some of you, I mean, they have plans for the ass here. They want to do butt stuff, all right? Maybe licking. Yeah, and this person I feel like is wondering if you still have a psychic link with them or not. Like they feel it, and I feel like they want to find somebody like you is what I feel, pile number 2, but it's not that hard. Slam it hard, okay? So slam that ass hard, pile number 2. Let's see, what else? What else was this person into? Scorpio sex. Okay, for sure Scorpios in this pile. I mean, the yin and yang, the dark and the light, right? Of course, that's such Scorpio energy. This person could have a Scorpio ascendant or moon or Venus in Scorpio, but definitely feeling that freaking Scorpio freaky deek. All right, puppy love. Yeah, this was something that, you know, came on really, really quick is what I feel. All right. And I do think that they may be trying to find someone, but I think that they're probably having a hard time, all right, because they're not you, pile number 2. So let's go ahead and we will take it to the extended reading next, where we are going to look at, you know, who's coming in next for you, pile number 2, okay? And we're going to just look at your love life in general, who's coming in next. If you can expect to hear from this person again in pile number 2, and then advice from your guides. So join me on the extended reading, pile number 2, and love you. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Okay, let's get it poppin', pile number 3. Okay, Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the black tea light. Thank you for being here, my beauties. And today's reading is called, Do They Stalk Your Social Media or Pictures? Because not everybody has a social media, but we're going to make it an 18+ reading too. We're going to use the dirty little grab bag and see, what they're into or what they're thinking about. And we will be having an extended reading too, where we're going to find out what their intentions are. Will they make a move? And then advice from your guides, okay? So you can click on the link in my description box to go to my Vimeo channel. I'm actually feeling the need to stretch my back and my shoulders. If some of you have tight shoulders or a tight back, I just feel the need to do that. It helps me breathe easier. Okay. Pile number 3, spirits, angels, and guides, please help connect me to the energy of pile number 3 and the black tea light. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Are they stalking your social media or pictures, pile number 3? Okay, I feel like some of you are like, I don't know if I want to know, right? You're like, but let's go ahead and see, pile number 3. We have priorities, building blocks for life, okay? So with the rainbow here, I do feel like some of you, this could be an LGBTQ connection here. But and I also feel like some of you are kind of like, I can't believe I'm even on this reading because I have other priorities now. I don't need to be looking back at this. I feel like some of you may be saying that to yourselves, but we're going to get to it. Okay. So building blocks for life. All right. Okay. Well, their song to you is Closer by 9 Inch Nails. So they're saying, you let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you. You let me complicate you. Help me. I broke apart my insides. Help me. I've got no soul to tell. My whole existence is flawed. You've got me closer to God. All right. Talk about priorities, right? Let's see, we have the first house of self here. So I definitely think this person is thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves too, but I see the welcome mat here. So yeah, I do think that they definitely wanted to welcome your energy in here, but there is something about the priorities here. I think there is something about who comes first in this connection, right? All right, let's see what else we have. Aquarius, the innovator. All right, so yeah, we could have Capricorns and Aquarius in this pile. I also feel too, for some reason my throat chakra is so there could have been communications here as well. We have 6 of Swords. Okay, so there could have been I do think that there could have been some quirkiness in this connection, or something that surprised you, or somebody found out about somebody else, okay? And it really made you wonder, what are their priorities, or what do they have going on in their life, or what do they have happening in their life? And I feel like you could have been kind of annoyed with it, pile number 3. We have 7 of Cups here, okay? So there's definitely that energy of partaking and eating each other and drinking each other until you can no more. There's that energy of almost overdoing it in a way, being overly satiated sexually. We have the Star card. So we have Aquarius and we have the Star card. So definitely some Aquarians in this pile is what I'm feeling. And with the rainbow energy too, that's very Aquarian. But I feel this is kind of an odd pair, pile number 3. I gotta make sense of this, or I gotta be honest with you here. I feel like this could have been a little bit of an odd pairing, is what I'm getting. I definitely think that there was sexual chemistry here, but I feel like, and I definitely feel like there was a mental connection with the 6 of Swords as well. Yeah, we have 2 of Wands. So, weirdly, I think you guys were able to kind of get along and take interest in each other. But I feel like a lot of other people might not have really understood this connection or got this connection. It was probably a bit unique to others is what I see. But I think in the bedroom, or when you guys were alone, I think you got along really well. And I think that you did connect deeply sexually here. All right, let's see what else we have. Not feeling good enough. Okay, so somebody in the connection is not feeling good enough, or not feeling like, you know, they're a priority, right? We have priorities are kind of how we stack what's important in our life. So somebody in this connection isn't feeling good enough, or feeling like they're a priority to somebody else, even though they went to great lengths to do certain things, or prepare things, or do, you know, take or dress up or go out or make themselves look good, or whatever they were doing. I feel like somebody here is definitely not feeling good enough. Here we have the I don't believe you, you lied to me before. Okay, that's coming out under the Six of Swords. So I do think there was something that was found out here, and you could have found out, pile number 3, that this person was a little more selfish than what you first, I think at first you could have thought that they were, you know, like maybe they just needed to work on self-love, or they didn't think that they were good enough, or you gave them some passes on things, right? And or they were going through something, right? But now I think you kind of feel like this person lied to you with this Six of Swords, and I don't believe you anymore here. I'm seeing the initials M and B, okay? And here it says cuddle time is much needed, right? So I definitely feel like you guys offered each other, you know, a sense of like belonging with each other in the moments that were good together here. And we have full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. All right. I do feel like others could have had something not great to say about this connection as well. But this is really a mixed bag, pile number 3. I feel like this connection is, you know, like I just kind of feel like you guys weren't necessarily like that well matched. Like you could have been a matching of opposites here. And, but, you know, behind closed doors with the Star and the Two of Wands, I feel like you really did connect. But, and you could have had some really good cuddles with this person. But I do feel like somebody here found something out that just really made the experience turned into a very like flawed type of an experience. All right. And you could have felt like you were not a priority to this person. They were putting themselves first. All right, and it didn't seem like they would be like that at first, but then they ended up being that way. This is kind of a mixed bag, honestly, here, pile number 3. But let's go ahead and see. Is this person, do they still stalk pile number 3's social media? Do they still? We have the Lovers here. Okay, so we could have Gemini energy here. But, you know, I do think that they're curious about what you're up to. And I do think they kind of don't want you to know what's going on with them. Like, I feel like they pulled back their energy a little bit, and they don't necessarily want you to know everything that's going on with them. Although, if you reached out, I could see them, if you made the first move, I could see them being open to it. But let's see here. Are they stalking pile number 3's social media? Queen of Wands. Well, you're a little bit hard to ignore, pile number 3. You're a bit hard to ignore, and they still think that you're scorching hot. I mean, that hasn't changed. But also, I feel like this person kind of may be a little bit interested in somebody else right now, pile number 3. I have to be honest. Like somebody else could kind of have their attention right now. A damsel in distress, perhaps. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see. Do they stalk your social media? We have the World card. I mean, I'm just getting this energy that they feel like this connection is, you know, kind of done with and over with. We have Five of Swords. I think some of them are kind of afraid to even open up that door with you, pile number 3, to even kind of, you know, to even kind of like let thoughts of that come in. I feel like some of them are saying like, this is over with, this is done, and I shouldn't even go down that path, because we have, you know, the Five of Swords with it's time to release negativity. But I do think that they enjoyed, we have cuddle time is much needed. And I do feel like this person could have some disruptive energies around them. And I feel like they like your comfort at times, pile number 3. And they did like that you would take care of them, hold them, be there for them, comfort them, right? That you made them feel a little bit less alone in the world, all right? But I'm kind of getting that this person may have a wandering eye at times, and some of them may want to know like what others can do for them, right? It's kind of what I'm seeing here, especially if you're a guy watching this and you're asking this about a woman. I definitely feel like that may be a case here, that they kind of, you know, they may have a bit of a wandering eye, but then want somebody else to kind of reach out the olive branch to them. And I think it could have kind of affected your confidence. It says not feeling good enough here, and I don't believe you. You've lied to me before. So I kind of feel like, you know, like this person is, you know, they're hard not to notice, or they could see you as being hard not to notice with the Queen of Wands here. But I kind of feel like they sort of use their sexuality to get what they want a little bit. And if you're a guy watching this, I feel like this person could kind of have that damsel in distress kind of a vibe going on, okay? But that's just what I'm picking up. So let's go ahead and see. Do they stalk your social media? The High Priestess, I think they made up a fake account and fucking pretended that it was somebody else. Like on Instagram, you could make up an account or on Facebook, you know what I mean? Like people can sleuth online here without really knowing. This person could be having a friend here with the Lover's card, a third party. They could be having a friend. My eyes are like twitching and burning in this reading too. I feel like I'm getting like stabbed in my eyes. I feel like they don't like what they see if they do watch your social media, and I feel like it is upsetting to them because you could have your eye on someone else here, pile number 3, and I think it is upsetting to them. My eyes are like burning right now, but you know, and I think that they're doing sneaky shit with the High Priestess and Ace of Swords. I think they probably made up a fake account and are kind of watching you that way, all right? It's not overt. This is not overt energy. For some of you, I feel like this is someone like you met on Tinder, or you met on a hookup thing, or, you know, not all things on Tinder or hookup, but you met this person and then you followed each other, or Snapchat, right? I'm kind of feeling that. And you got into contact with each other like via social media, and somebody was looking at someone's really hot pictures, right? Noticing other people. But yeah, we have the Moon card here. The Moon was actually one of the cards that I said if I pulled it, that meant that they were looking at your social media. But again, this motherfucker is doing it in secret, pile number 3. They are looking at your shit in secret. And yeah, and I think that they don't really have a reason for it. Wheel of Fortune, they're like, I don't really know why. Like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything good. 5 of Swords. I feel like this is someone you could have had a quick sexual encounter with, for some of you too. Not everyone, because I'm pulling this is a mixed bag pile, so I'm pulling multiple things here. But let me just go down this path, because I feel like for some of you, this was a sexual encounter, or an encounter that started off on a high note, but wrapped up really quickly and turned into something shitty, okay? Or turned into something backstabby or just funky. And I do feel like this person is one of those assholes who, you know, who ghosts, right? 5 of Swords or whatever. They could be a ghoster here with the High Priestess, but you know, they could be one of those people that ghost others or disappear, but still follow your social media and do so under a fake account, all right? And I feel like they really have no reason for it with the Wheel of Fortune, honestly, except for the fact that, you know, they're curious bastards, little bastards or bitches, and they want to know what's going on, okay? And some of them are just wanting to see what you have going on out of fucking pure curiosity, all right? I feel like some of them don't even know why they really want to keep in touch with you. It's like they just kind of let it go. They're like, well, they're already on my social media, so I might as well let it go. Like, this is someone who, you know, hooks up, runs away, you don't talk to them, and still follows you on Snapchat, right? And you're like, what the fuck? And I feel like this person, you know, and it says here, full moon in Scorpio, time to release negativity. And I think a message coming through here from Spirit for you guys is that, you know, you may have been seeing this person as someone that you could kind of connect with or have some kind of future with here. And with Closer by 9 Inch, I normally love Closer by 9 Inch Nails. But I think that you could have ended up feeling a little bit sexually used or regretful about this connection, pile number 3. And, you know, I definitely feel like you thought that maybe this could be, you know, some kind of a connection. And I think it's important for you guys to release negativity, all right? And let it go and move on, right? Because I don't think this person would have been able to really make you a priority in the end, all right? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. I don't think this person really knows how to be in a relationship. I don't think they really know what to do. I think they're sneaky as fuck. I think they like to always know what's going on, but they don't want the other person to know what's going on, all right? And I think they're sneaky as fuck. And I think they do it because they're unsure of themselves, because they want to know, it's like a measure of control. They want to know where the other person stands before they reveal their position. Yeah, and the angels are definitely coming through here with temperance for you, pile number 3. I mean, I think this person, the question is yes, they're still watching you, but I feel like your angels are coming through even harder and saying, you know, this person could have made up a fake account, watch you, some kind of weird bullshit like that. But your angels, some kind of desperate, weird-ass bullshit like that. I don't like it when people do that. I think this person's pissing me off now. Anyway, that's my personal opinion as a reader. I don't like that. But your angels are coming through even harder here to say, actually, we're here. And we're the ones that are watching you, pile number 3, all right? And we're helping you get your priorities straight again. We're helping to realign you. We're helping you to find your confidence again. We're helping you to close this situation out. And we're going to bring you we're going to bring you somebody where there's not all these fucking complications. I honestly feel like there's complications, pile number 3. It's like I said, it was a mixed bag of energy. And I feel like your angels are like, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Like, we're going to bring you something much nicer, something much more cooling and warming, and cooling in the sense that it's not cooling. I don't mean that. I mean cooling in a good way, where you feel at peace and secure with the connection. Like, you can really relax with this person, right? I think your angels are wanting to bring you a gift. Yeah, they're like, just keep going. You know, it's been hard. Some of you have been like, fucking A, I've been single forever, right? Some of you guys are like, God damn it, you know. And you're like, am I always going to be alone, right? Virgo energy here. But I feel like your angels are like with you. They're blessing you. They're bringing you what you need. Just have patience and be faithful. Pile number 3 is what I'm getting, okay? Now, since I said this was going to be an 18 plus reading, these readings all kind of went in a crazy direction. Let's go ahead and see what this person, the person that pile number 3 came here for, what is this person missing about pile number 3 or the sexual connection here? What are they thinking about? Let's take a look here. The breakup, okay? The first thing out the gate. So the breakup is still on this person's mind. If it was your guys' breakup or a breakup that they had before this, that's the number one thing on their mind. They're saying grind on your pussy, pile number 3. So even though the breakup happened, we have divorce. So some people here could be coming out of a divorce or a very, you know, and this could have been like a rebound. And I feel like some of you guys are like, fuck off, you know, even though I said that. We have 69. I don't mean to laugh at that either. It's just, you know, I have to say what I'm getting here. But 69, okay? So they like 69ing. They miss grinding on your pussy. I think that you were a light at the dark end of the tunnel for them at one point if they had gone through a divorce or a breakup, right? Let's go ahead and see for pile number 3. Expensive gifts. Like, somebody here could have been kind of sugar daddy status, or maybe they were with someone that wanted a lot of expensive things and they couldn't give it. But let's see what else we got. Trouble finding the G-spot. Well, this person's not really, I like the 69ing and I like the grinding on your pussy, but, you know, I mean, I get that this person may not have been that great at sex, kind of. Puppy love. I mean, this person has some weird ideas about what relationships actually are or can be. And I don't think they're as reciprocal as they believe they are here. I think they do have a problem with priorities and making their person a priority. I think they do have an issue with that. Mind games. Yeah. This person, I feel like they don't really know how to connect with people in a healthy way. And, you know, and I think at one point this was a very strong connection, but now it's like they've divorced their energies from you. We have, I want to taste you, okay? So this person could have been all up on the pussy, wanting to taste you, or on the dick. I feel like this person liked the way you taste or your cum. They liked your cum, all right? But a Cancer has plans for your ass. Yeah, I was definitely feeling Cancer and Scorpio energy, Virgo energy, Capricorn energy in this pile too. Gemini as well here is what I feel. And Aquarius. Oh, how could I forget the Aquarius? We had so many Aquarian cards here. And Aquarius, we could have water with air, which is kind of a weird combination, the Cancer and Aquarius. And Aquarius loves your smell. So I do think this person, you know, loves the way you taste and smell. Pile number 3. We have fisting. They're like, I talk a big game, right? But you'd be hard pressed to get this person to even 69. No, just kidding. But they're into fisting. Let's see, what else are they into? Fucking someone else for sure. Well, they're into that, all right? So I think they have tried to move on here. But I don't think this person's exactly fair with the way that they've done this. We have mauling, so definitely hurrying up on the sexual. They don't like to use a condom. They have a pregnancy fetish. They're like, marry me. See, this person's all over the goddamn place. I want to hear you moan. We have the breakup, divorce, and marry me. And puppy love. This person's a goddamn mess when it comes to relationships. They don't have a fucking clue in hell what they're doing, is what I feel like, pile number 3. And that's the truth, because that's the crazy energy that I was feeling at the beginning of this pile, all right? And I don't mean to laugh at that because I think that it could have been disappointing. Like, I really don't. But I have to, like, make fun of their energy a little bit here. I don't know, make fun isn't the right word, but I have to just, you know, deal with it. I feel like it's a bit crazy, all right? So let's go ahead and move to the extended reading, pile number 3. And we are going to look at, you know, what is this person's intention towards you now? Will they be making a move towards you in the future? Advice from your guides. And then we'll look at, you know, any potential new energies coming in for you. Okay, pile number 3. So my loves, my darlings, join me on the extended reading on my Vimeo channel. You can find the description box below. And thank you so much for coming to your reading today. Bless you all so much and take care.